Welcome to the Courageous Self-Care Experience with self-care expert, embodiment coach, four-time author, and your spiritual ninja guide, Christina Marlette. This is your go-to show for high-achieving, spiritually curious women who are done with burnout, over the hustle, and ready to feel fully alive and energized. You'll get a powerful mix of soulful wisdom, rebellious truth bombs, and energy practices that actually work. So now, please welcome the host of the Courageous Self-Care Experience, Christina Marlette.
Hello, welcome to the Courageous Self-Care Experience. I'm your host, Christina Marlette. We're streaming live on Bold Brave TV, and if you prefer to listen to replays, they are available on all major services, all major platforms. All right, so we are going to get started today. Today's all about taking action, aligned action. So last week, I talked about the importance of unifying mind, body, and breath to awaken your inner healer. And I shared the three most powerful ways to do that, along with opening up the trapdoor in between the conscious and the subconscious so that they can communicate more effectively. This is the only way that we can experience true healing. I also talked about how we do a lot of suppressing of emotions, and then that leads to symptoms, and then we suppress the symptoms and we stay unwell. So there are three powerful ways that I know of to awaken that inner healer, unify mind, body, and breath, and open up that trapdoor between the conscious mind and the subconscious so that the conscious mind can say, see, we don't need to be in fight or flight. We can be in rest and digest, all is well, and we get that stuck energy moving. So I love taking action. And I think there are so many programs out there that give you, and resources that give you information. And then it's up to you to take the action. And that's where so many people stumble, especially if you're a highly productive, high achieving kind of person. It can be challenging to fit it into your life. And I specialize in let's take action. We don't need necessarily so much information. When we put that information into action, then we see the results. So I'm very keen and eager to share aligned action with you. That's what we're going to do on today's show. So what you need is a place to either lay down or be reclined. We're going to do the three most powerful ways to unify mind, body, and breath. So the first way is breath work, conscious breath work. And then the second way is body awake yoga. And then the third way is bioenergetic synchronization technique, or BEST for short. So we're going to get going. We're going to get energy flowing, and my intention is that you feel energized and that you release the next thing that's ready to be released, that's no longer serving you, so that you can flow with freedom and ease and grace into the next part of your day. So first off, in this section, we're going to do the 9D breath work. 9D is a super powerful form of breath work, and it is the Cadillac of breathwork, I would say, because not only are we doing somatic breathing technique, we are also getting to experience 9 different dimensions of sound and frequencies, so they amplify the benefits of the breathwork. And they help you feel more connected to your highest self and to the divine. They help your brain focus more effectively. They help release any old patterns or beliefs or habits that aren't serving you. They help you get out of fight or flight. So we have things like, well, you're coached through the whole thing, and then there's beautiful music that supports the experience. There are solfeggio frequencies. There are binaural beats. All of these help your system to benefit more fully from the experience. There's also positive affirmations. And even just in a few minutes of breath work, the subconscious comes wide open. So when those affirmations are going in, it's not that you have to repeat them over and over and over for months, weeks, or years. It's that they go in immediately and become your new way of being. So If you have headphones, I would highly recommend putting those in because then you get the full benefit. If not, come back and do it again as a replay or just use what you have for now. So the point is to take aligned action. And I'm going to share with you the conscious somatic breathing technique. This is an open mouth breathing technique. So the mouth is open and it is a two-part breath. So I invite you to listen and then join in. So the first part is you're going to put one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest. And with the mouth open, you inhale into the belly first. And then you inhale into the chest, and then the exhale easily falls out. So it looks and sounds like this. Go ahead and try it. In through the mouth, in through the, so belly, chest, exhale. Belly, chest, exhale. Once more. Okay, so you might notice already your mind might feel a little different, your brain can feel different, you might notice tingling, and that is all good. Anything that shows up in your body as sensation is really good. It means that stuck energy is flowing and you are releasing what no longer serves you without even needing to know what it is. Now, there are some, breath work is super safe, so I invite you to join in when I play the recording for you. And if you have any of these contraindications, even though like it's not a huge deal because we're only doing 5 minutes, but if you have any of these contraindications and you'd prefer to breathe through your nose, it's the same thing, belly, chest, exhale. The inhale part is through the nose and then the exhale is still through the mouth. So these are the contraindications. They are if you have any high heart rate, high blood pressure, cardiovascular issues, if you have a history of aneurysms or a history of seizures or epilepsy, if you're pregnant, if you have asthma, if you take heavy-duty medication for a diagnosis like schizophrenia, or if you're recently out of surgery, then do nose breathing. Same activated nose breathing, just inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. If none of those apply to you, go ahead and do the mouth breathing. All right, so you're going to be lying down or reclined. You ideally have headphones in, and we'll move into this brief breath work. It's about 6 minutes, and then I'll guide you into the next part. So let's get started. Okay, so this quick breathwork break, it's an activating breathwork, and it's designed for busy individuals seeking a quick, effective way to elevate energy and restore balance. So you can expect common outcomes like an instant energy boost, mental clarity and focus, relaxation and centering, improved well-being, and mindfulness and presence just in the matter of a few minutes. All right, so let's go ahead and begin.
This is a 9D breathwork experience brought to you by 9D Breathwork. Welcome to the revolution in wellness and healing. The following is a short but very powerful activation sequence. We'll be doing 2 rounds of 2 minutes with a 1-minute breath hold following the first round and a 1-minute breath hold to complete the session. We'll be taking nice big deep breaths all in and out through the mouth, filling up your lungs to near maximum capacity. Go ahead and get yourself situated in a nice comfortable reclined position or lying down, and we'll begin in 3, 2, 1. Nice big full deep breath, fully in, it's time to reset, and letting go. Inhale and expand, relax and let go. Nice big full deep breaths, all in and out through the mouth, filling up your lungs. And on the exhale, just relax and let it fall away. You have nowhere to be. Stay with those nice big full deep breaths. Your mind is quiet. Every breath activating. Every breath expanding. It's okay to take a break. Every breath the mind and the body. It's safe for you to relax. Bringing you back to a natural state of equilibrium. You have nowhere to be. Already 1 minute, just 1 minute to go. Stay with it. Fully in, letting go. Inhale and expand. Relax and let go. Your mind is quiet and still. Coming up on our first breath holds. On my count, you're going to take a nice, big, full, deep breath, and you're going to hold your breath on the inhale. You have nowhere to be. In 3, 2, 1, big breath in, and hold. With your breath in, tune your awareness into the sensations in your body. Take a moment to notice the softness of your mind. Quiet, still, unencumbered by any stress or worry, any anxiety or any overwhelm. Allowing all of that bottled up energy to take a break. Letting your body simply be without the chaos and the clutter of the mind. No distractions, no frustration, simply present in the moment. Coming back in for our second and final round of 2 minutes. In 3, 2, 1, release. And coming back. Fully in. It's time to reset. Letting go. All the way in and letting the exhale just fall away. Every exhale an opportunity to let go completely. Your mind is quiet. Singular focus, just you and your nice, big, full, activating breath. Already feeling it in the body. It's safe for you to relax. Feeling it and knowing that after this session you're gonna walk away feeling fully in control with a relaxed and centered mind. Feeling everything. Reacting to nothing. You have nowhere to be. Giving yourself permission to be in your center for the rest of the day. It's okay to take a break. Letting any chaos unfold around you, but not being sucked into it. You have nowhere to be. In the eye of the tornado. This will be your home for the rest of the day. Your mind is quiet and still. And then just letting tomorrow take care of itself. Fully in. Letting go. Fully in. And release. Fully in. Letting go. And on my count, taking in one last nice big breath in and hold. It's time to reset. You have nowhere to be. It's okay to take a break. Or letting go of any worries and concerns. Your mind is quiet and still. It's safe for you to relax. 3, 2, 1. Fully in. At the top, hold your breath. With your breath in, simply notice any sensations that you may feel. Notice the beating of your own heart, the quality of your mind, the peace, the stillness. Take a moment and simply register this as your natural state. As Maria Konnikova said, the most powerful mind is the quiet mind. It is the mind that is present, reflective, mindful of its thoughts and its state. So be mindful of your thoughts and your state today, my friend. Bring this energy with you out into your day and let it fill you up with heightened levels of focus, concentration, activation, and inspiration. On my count, nice big release in 3, 2, 1, exhale.
Okay, and then notice how you feel in your body, maybe moving the spine a little bit, maybe some head or neck circles, maybe a stretch. And you can continue on with that. We're going to go into our first break with our sponsors, and when we come back, we'll do a brief round of body awake yoga. So this is the Courageous Self-Care Experience. My name is Christina Marlette. Check in with how you feel and take some nice deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth as we go into this break. Welcome back. I'm your host, Christina Marlette, and we're going into our Body Awake Yoga segment. So get on a mat or get on a towel or just sit down on the floor. You can even do it from a chair. In Body Awake Yoga, there's never a reason to say, I can't. There's only, how can I? So at the beginning of each yoga class that I teach, I love to draw a card from my animal power deck. And what we have here is Rooster. So this helps to give us guidance for the theme. Rooster's message is remember laughter and joy. So it says roosters may have a fierce side, but their medicine also brings laughter, joy, and healthy relationships to your life. Have you ever heard a loud and proud rooster's crow that sounds just like laughing? It's an incredibly medicinal sound, and it reminds you that you should never dim your joy or exuberance for life for anyone. So we'll use that in our time together on the mat. All right. So you can start off in comfortable seated position. If you're in a chair, just you can either put your legs up like this in the chair or just have them down. And we'll start. So as I mentioned before, body awake yoga, what's different about it from most other styles of yoga that I've ever tried is that you use your mind to follow the breath through the body. This helps to activate your inner healer because we're unifying mind, body, and breath. So bring your attention, your awareness down into the earth. Maybe close your eyes. And from the earth, we're going to inhale up, following the breath with the mind as the breath comes up through the earth, through the pelvis, through the belly and solar plexus into the heart. And squeeze your shoulder blades back down and together. You'll notice this opens up the front side of the heart. Through the nose, exhale through the chest, through the throat, through the head, out the crown to 2 feet above. Track the breath with the mind overhead, down through the crown, through the brain, through the throat, into the heart. Squeeze the blades. And exhale down through the core, through the pelvis, into the earth. And we'll do that again. Now lean back against your spine and let it be love and light that you're breathing through your system. So from the earth, inhale up through the earth, through the pelvis, through the core, into the heart. Squeeze the blades. Exhale through the nose, through the chest, the throat, the head, out the crown to 2 feet above. Inhale from overhead, back down into the heart. Squeeze the blades. Exhale, love, down through the core, through the pelvis, into the earth. Bring your hands to heart center, pranam. Press the thumbs into the heart and come inside the heart and imagine pressing out into the thumbs and the hands. And we'll use the tone of Om to open up your system and our brief time together. And it's not about sounding good. It's about creating vibration in your throat chakra, like the rooster, loud and proud. So we will inhale and then exhale Om together. Om. Just notice how it feels as the vibration fades away. And then bring the hands down to the knees. And we'll massage from the hips to the knees. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Be the giver and the receiver, so you can feel what it feels like with your hands and also come inside the legs and receive the movement, receive the touch. We're waking up our root chakra here. Root chakra is our connection with the earth. And then massage the knees, feeling gratitude for your magnificent legs that carry you through life. We never want to declare with certainty we have a bad knee, we have a bad hip, we have a bad foot, because your words are powerful and you can have what you say. So pour love into these amazing knees. Any pain is only ever stuck energy, and this is how we get it moving. And then massage from the knees to the ankles. If you're in a chair, you'll need to lean over and massage from your knees to your ankles, and then pick up one foot, pick up your right foot and massage the sole of that foot. Pop the energy off each toe. Massage the heel and the top of the foot. And then take hold of the ankle and shake your foot and say, shimmy, shimmy, because yoga is not all serious business. And then we'll pick up the other foot and do the same thing, waking up our connection with the earth so that we can receive its powerful healing energy. Massage the top of the foot and the heel, pop the energy off each toe, and then take a hold of the ankle and shimmy, shimmy. And really say it because it's kind of fun. All right, and then let's come over onto all fours. If you're using a chair, you would stand up and put your hands on the seat of the chair and then follow along with the rest of the movement. So what we're going to do here is let the belly drop into cow. Pull the heels of the hands towards the knees. Nose rises into the air. This amplifies your whole system's ability to love. And then press into the earth with the hands rounding the back, tuck the pelvis, and we're coming into cat. And so now we're going to animate between these two positions, also bringing in child's pose. So come down to child's pose and press the elbows and the forearms into the mat. Slide the nose long and low. Inhale up into cow. And then round the back. Tuck the chin, come down through cat into child's pose and exhale along the way. So inhale up through cow. Exhale down through cat. Inhale up through cow. Exhale down through cat. Here we're unifying power and love. Inhale up through cow. They don't need to be separate. Love and power are synonymous. We're showing the whole system that truth. Exhale down through cat. And once more, inhale up through cow. Exhale down through cat. And now we'll reverse that. Inhale up through cat. Keep the chin tucked, press into the mat, back rounded. And now exhale down through cow. Inhale up through cat. Letting this feel good. Exhale down through cow. Inhale up through cat. Power. And exhale love down through cow. And once more, inhale up through cat. Exhale down through cow. And let's come right into child's pose. Big toes touching, knees apart, forehead resting on the mat. If that doesn't work for you, if you have any blocks nearby, you can put a block under the heart, a block under the forehead. And if you're in the chair, you're folded over on your lap. And now we'll move the breath through the body, activating that inner healer. So from beyond the toes, inhale up through the lower body into the heart. And then follow the breath with the mind out through the crown, arms, and fingertips on the exhale. Inhale, reverse the breath down to the heart, through the fingertips, arms, head. And then exhale through the lower body, out the legs and the feet. And again, inhale up through the lower body into the heart, tracking the breath with the mind. Exhale through the chest, through the crown, out the arms and fingertips. Inhale back down through the hands and arms, through the crown into the heart, little squeeze for the blades. Exhale down through the core, out the legs and the feet. And then slide the nose long and low, coming back up onto all fours. And then we'll tuck the toes and press up into downward dog. If you're in a chair, your hands are on the chair, your feet are on the ground. Now squeeze all the muscles in your legs. Breathe up as if your legs are made up of 1,000 tiny straws of light. And it's like you're breathing through the soles of your feet, all the way up through those 1,000 tiny straws into the pelvis. Now exhale down the spine, out the hands, into the earth. Reverse the breath, breathe up through the arms, through the spine, right up to the tip of the tailbone. Squeeze all the muscles in the legs, breathe up, down the legs, out the feet. And again, inhale up, tilt the pelvis towards the sky, breathe up the legs, right to the pelvis, exhale down the spine. Inhale up the spine, to the pelvis, and exhale down the legs, out the feet. Keep the legs straight, walk the feet up towards the hands. And let's come up flat back. Keep the chin tucked, eyes look down the road, so your eyes are rolled up. You'll find tension behind the eyes. Squeeze all the muscles in the legs, breathe up the legs to the pelvis. And exhale, melt forward fold, breathe from the tip of the tailbone all the way into the tension behind the eyes. And then bend the knees slightly, press the big toes into the mat, start to curl up segment by segment, chin stays tucked as you uncurl like a fern frond, rising up, shoulders up and back and down, coming into mountain pose. Feet are under the hips, hands are spread like so, shoulders squeezed back down and together, lean back against the spine so we're not too far forward, we're not too far back, we're strong as a mountain. From the earth, inhale up through the legs, through the core into the heart. Exhale, shoot the breath out the crown towards the sky. Inhale back down from overhead into the heart. Squeeze the shoulder blades back down and together, squeeze all the muscles in the legs, breathe down the lower body, out the feet into the earth. And again like that, inhale up to the heart, exhale out towards the sky. Inhale back down from overhead into the heart. Exhale down into the earth. And then we'll heel and toe the feet apart. Come down into yogi squat. You can always sit on a block. And if you're in the chair, you would move your feet apart, bring your hands to your heart, and tuck your knees into your elbows and your elbows into your knees. And from here, inhale up from the earth through the lower body into the heart. Press the thumbs into the heart. Chin is tucked. Exhale out the crown. And from overhead, inhale back down into the heart. Exhale down into the earth. Nice strong breath, and do that again. Inhale up, squeeze everything towards the core. Exhale out towards the sky. Inhale back down from overhead into the heart. Squeeze the blades, squeeze the elbows into the knees, knees into the elbows. Exhale down through the pelvis, down the feet into the earth. And we'll release that and come back to comfortable seated position. And hands into the heart, thumbs into the heart, and press out from the heart into the thumbs. And we'll use that same tone we did earlier of Om to bring closure to this nice short and sweet yoga practice. So inhale, exhale, Om. Om. And then just release the hands to the knees, sit up nice and tall, big breath into the belly. Open the mouth, exhale, drop the breath down into the earth. Invite you to sit here quietly. We're going to go into a sponsor break. And this has been our Body Awake Yoga portion. This is the Courageous Self-Care Experience. My name is Christina Marlette. And when we come back, I'll invite you to lay down on the mat and we'll do our best bioenergetic synchronization technique round of healing. So we'll go into that sponsor break now. Sit here in quiet in this comfortable seated position until we come back. Welcome back. I'm your host, Christina Marlette. We're having a great time here on the Courageous Self-Care Experience, putting energy into action, getting it flowing, opening up that trap door for the subconscious, and making our lives better. So now we're going to move into the best portion, the bioenergetic synchronization technique. This is a remote healing. It can be done in person, but obviously I'm going to do the remote version today. I do kinesthetic testing, so I've got my pal Roofy here, and I test on his legs, and they are like your legs. So we have energy that is everywhere, and the premise is that you are whole and complete, and we're helping you open up and receive more of that wholeness and completeness. So all you need to do right now is keep laying down. If you're on a towel or the floor, or you move to a bed, laying down is ideal, or you can recline in a chair or relax in a chair, and I'm going to guide you through it. So what you need to know is just follow the instructions. If you want a fuller explanation of the best technique, you can go to last week's episode called The Root of All Problems, or something like that, and the self-care system that heals. And then, yeah, you're going to get comfortable. So I'm going to guide you through this, and we're opening up that trap door in the subconscious gently so that the subconscious emotional memory overrides, or the CMOs, they are no longer stuck, and your body can get out of fight or flight and into rest and digest and powerful healing. So I invite you to lay back and get comfortable. Feel the support of the chair or the mat or the bed, all of it, the earth underneath you holding you and cradling you, and a big breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale. Let your body melt and relax, and do another breath like that. And melting and relaxing even more. And then in best, we connect with what's called a greater love. It's the love of life itself. It is the abundant ways that life shows up throughout our planet and throughout humanity and all over the universe. So many ways of consciousness being expressed. And so we connect with that greater love by finding in your mind's eye or awareness a place that you love in nature. You might see it, you might hear it, you might feel it, and connect with it fully. The place in nature or the moment in nature should feel nourishing, relaxing, and fulfilling. And as you connect in with that place or that experience, like a sunrise or a sunset, standing on a riverbank or looking out at the ocean, walking in a forest, notice how you feel in your body as sensation. And then we'll spread that goodness through your whole body with a central channel breath. So starting from beyond the feet, inhale up through the whole lower body, right up to the heart. And then exhale from the heart through the nose, out the crown to 4 feet beyond. Inhale back down from overhead into the heart. Exhale down through the lower body, out the legs and feet. And then take another breath like that on your own. Just do your best. And I'll connect in and see what we're going to clear. All right, so this is going to be for everyone here live. It will be for everyone on the replay. The energy will carry through. I always check if it's for the highest good of all, and yes, it is. So let's see what we're working with. All right, we're working for your number one reason for this best session. Whatever you'd like improved, resolved in your life, imagine or bring to mind something that's just not working or not how you would love it to be, and that's what we'll work on. So just hold that in your mind for a moment, and we'll get and send it love for showing up so that we can clear and integrate any energy that's stuck around it. So now we're going to integrate the feeling that's associated with this number one reason. All right, and what we're going to be integrating is passion. So let me share with you some information about passion. For now, just breathing slowly in and out. In through the nose, out through the mouth, or all in and out through the nose. Passion is the life force rising and the fuel of initiation engaging. Passion is follow through and our purpose. Forgive any interference with the soulful self rising, that highest version of you. Passion ascends us into the high brain centers beyond the primitive brain. Passion allows for the carrying of something beyond logic through space and time. There is the power of 1,000 suns behind passion. Allow passion to be good and embrace passion. And now we're going to get your eyes in a certain position. Eyes are closed and looking to the left. You can do that now. Hold them there as best as you can. If you need to take a break, then do that and then come back. And this is activating a part of the brain that is involved in this integration. And then we're going to do the held breath inhalation pattern. So big breath in through the nose. Hold your breath as long as you can. When you can't hold it anymore, fully exhale and then continue on with that pattern, always holding as long as you can on the inhale. The body works on a priority basis, so whatever it's holding on in the subconscious that isn't working around passion, it's going to let that go when you hold your breath. And then, let's see. And we're going to work with the energy of the number 7. So just bringing that into your awareness. You can put it on your hands like a 4 and a 3, or you could hold up 5 fingers and 2 fingers and just have your arms and hands relaxed. But that's a great way to keep it in your awareness. And each number has an energy, and that energy supports the integration of this process. And then I'm going to be holding at the base of the skull on both sides on my little holder here on Roofie. So it's like I'm holding the base of the skull on both sides of your head. And so eyes are closed and to the left. We're doing the held inhalation pattern. And you've got number 7 in your awareness. I'm going to feel for the synchronization of the pulses flowing through, the energy that flows through all of us and through the whole universe. And while I do that, you're going to listen to and consider this intention. I forgive and release any interference related to passion. I hold, allow, and embrace my life force rising. I forgive any interference with the soulful self rising and embrace passion as good. I cultivate and allow passion to ascend into the high brain centers. I give myself permission to have passion for all of life. Passion is empowering and serves my awakening. So continue holding the eyes closed into the left, held inhalation pattern, holding as long as you can on the inhale and then fully exhaling. number 7 in your awareness. And I'll just be silent for a moment and then give you next steps. Okay, and then release the eye position, release the breathing pattern, release the number 7, and lift your head up, round your back slightly, look down towards your feet, and then relax again. That is working with the cerebellum, which holds memory, and we're updating the memory by doing that motion. And then you're going to focus on the words, "This integration is complete." I'm just testing here for the yes or the no. We got a yes. And then close your eyes. We're testing for the subconscious now. This integration is complete. All right, so that is complete. And now I invite you to check in with your spine, move it around, maybe or anything in your body. Maybe you want to stretch or twist. I like to do that after. Just whatever wants to move. Okay, so that is a quick round of best. So passion, somewhere along the way, your system learned that passion wasn't okay. And now it's been integrated so that passion is good. That energy that is rising through your system will now be able to continue to rise and to express out into the world. So, yay. Now you have a brief experience of what best is like. And over the next break here, continue moving your bodies, twisting, stretching, taking some nice deep breaths, and we'll come back for our brief wrap up. All right, so this is the Courageous Self-Care Experience. I'm your host, Christina Marlette. We're on Bold Brave TV, and we will be right back. And we're back. Welcome. I am still your host, Christina Marlette. This is still the Courageous Self-Care Experience, and we're streaming live on Bold Brave TV. All right, so that brings us to the conclusion of the experience. And what we experienced today was what I call the mini BALM. So the mini body awareness life makeover. The body is the solution. We need to get that stuck energy flowing through the body, and then you activate and enliven your inner healer. This is how it works. We get that stuck energy flowing by unifying mind, body, and breath. And like I've said before, and I will continue to say, these are the 3 most powerful ways I have found after decades of looking to be able to do that. So you can come back for the 9D portion as often as you like. Same thing as the Body Awake Yoga. And for the best, that's more of a one and done. So you don't need to do that again. It clears whatever it needed to clear. And so you're complete with that. But please feel free to come back for the 5-minute 9D breathwork reset and the brief Body Awake Yoga. You can do those as often as you like. Now, I have turned these 3 practices into a really robust self-care system. When it's implemented regularly, it's the only self-care that you need. And that comes from years of testing it out, working with my clients with it. That's it. So you don't need to do hours every day, and it's the direct path to resolve burnout and overwhelm and shift it into abundant, overflowing energy, vibrant health, epic relationships, and overall, what I've noticed is it just starts to feel like, as my mentor, Dr. Sue Morter, says, you start to ride this wave of grace through life, and things fall into your lap or your laptop so often with opportunities and things don't get you riled up anymore. You can go through chaos and be that center of the storm, like it's talked about in the 90 breath work journey. So this is it. This is all you need. And what I love about this system is that it's done with you. So I do these practices in my life. I show up and do them with you so that you're making them happen. It's not just information that you then have to figure out how to squeeze into your life. You show up, you take aligned action, and life just gets better and better. So if you can't come to the live sessions, we have solutions for that. And I would invite you, if this sounds appealing to you, if you're at a point where the overwhelm or the exhaustion or the burnout is too much, or you have health issues that just aren't healing, well, this is how you do it. So I would invite you to check out my website, ChristinaMarlett.com. That's Christina with a CH. Marlett is MARLETT.com. And go to the programs tab. Under that, you'll find the offering for the BALM. And it has all of the details explained and the pricing. It's very, very reasonable. And it's a membership program, so you can do it as long as you like. You can cancel anytime, so there's no commitment, although I would certainly invite you and encourage you to be committed and devoted, because so much goodness is found through this program. There's also the link to the information on my website in the show notes, so you can check it out there too. All right, if you have any questions about it, please contact me. You can go to my website and use the contact page, or you can email hello@ChristinaMarlett.com, or you can put it in the comments for this show on whatever platform you're watching. So I am just super interested in creating the next best version of you, where no matter what you do, you are a blessing. You could be eating lunch and you're radiating such good energy that you're a blessing to everyone in your immediate vicinity, and then also people on the other side of the world too. And you could be meditating and you're just a blessing. You could be walking down the street. You're a blessing. So this is what I envision: a world full of people who are living from the overflow, who know how to take really strategic, practical, good self-care steps and actions, ideally in a system where you don't have to think about it, you don't have to research, you just show up, you do the work, and it changes your life. As one of my regular clients said, I feel like I'm cheating at life. I just show up and do these regular practices and it just keeps getting easier and better and better. So I agree. That's what I envision for you too. If you feel called, please check it out. And I am sending you so much love. Thank you for hanging out with me today. This was super fun. I just love taking aligned action and getting that embodied energy flowing. So I'm your host, Christina Marlett. This has been the Courageous Self-Care Experience on Bold Brave TV. I look forward to seeing you again next time. Have a beautiful week. Bye for now.
This has been the Courageous Self-Care Experience with host Christina Marlett. Tune in each week as Christina will offer up live laser coaching, where her compassionate reframes help you see the bigger picture, shift your perspective, and return to inner peace, no matter what's going on. You'll leave with a weekly aligned action to get your energy flowing and your life glowing. Thursdays, 12 noon Eastern on the Bold Brave TV network, powered by B2 Studios.